a sandwich. If I called a hot dog a sandwich, do you think that you would be fine with it? If not, then why? Let's bust this wide. Mary, Carrie, Kelly, oh my, is it a sandwich? Well, let's decide.
Hi, I'm Matt, your producer for the episode, and one thing I don't waffle on is how much I love pancakes. So time to get cracking. Order up.
Oh, Matt. I think we should just have an award section for favorite Matt intros for this podcast.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
They're really so good. They're great, Matt. Matt's viewers and listeners, Matt is doing the work on the intros. They're awesome.
Not just a pretty face.
No. And you can hear it in the voice. Like, we're just doing this on audio, but I think people can tell how handsome and debonair Matt.
I try.
Look at that. Matt's getting all pancaked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, listeners at home or wherever you're listening from, I am your friend, your pal, Kelly Simnicus. Today, coming to you from Montreal, my hometown, where we are going to talk, as we have been on this season of Order Up, about pancakes and waffles. Oh my! How are things in Toronto, Carrie? Are they as cold as they are here in Montreal right now?
Well, they are very, very cold. I thought my head was going to fall off today. It was so cold, and it's going to get colder. On Friday it's supposed to be minus 27 Celsius. So, Mary, you're going to have to do math. It's very cold. It's freaking cold. That's what it is.
I think that is, don't bother looking that up Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's just beyond cold. But other than that, everything's good.
Nice.
I was in New England. I lived in Boston. I remember.
Right.
I do. Now I'm in Los Angeles, and today was a breezy 55. So
need a sweater.
I needed a sweater, and the dog wouldn't go outside. So, see, we feel the struggle here in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, poor thing.
Very relatable content. By the time this episode goes to air, we're going to listen to this and laugh in our shorts and our tank tops, which it probably will be in a week, given how the winter is here in Canada. But anyhow, friends, as we do here on Order Up, we start each episode with some super cool food facts. And Matt, I am not going to waffle another minute. What do you have for us today, friend? What are the waffle or pancake facts you have cobbled together?
As a Canadian, I'm actually not that familiar with a lot of American cultural touchstones beyond what I can get on TV and when I'd visit my grandparents in Ohio. I thought Waffle House just was kind of a catch-all descriptor for places where you get waffles, like Golden Griddle or something. Apparently, it's an actual restaurant chain. I did not know that. So originally, it was the founder was Joe Rogers Sr., worked at Toddle House. Now, he worked his way up from regional manager to for the chain from short order cook. So he started at the grill, went all the way to regional manager. He moved to Atlanta and he met his neighbor, realtor and businessman Tom Forkner. And if there's anybody with a name that was meant to get into the restaurant industry, it's Tom. Now, Joe bought a house from Tom, and they decided, hey, let's start a business. So on Labor Day of 1955, the first Waffle House was open. Now, in a stroke of genius that shows he really is a natural-born restaurant man, Forkner suggested they name the restaurant Waffle House as it was their most profitable item on the 16-item menu. So the more people who bought waffles, the better the profit. So waffles equal profit. And they then went on to open 2,100 Waffle Houses in 25 states. So
wow.
Yeah.
That is bonkers.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And
waffles bring in the cash.
They clearly do, because my credit card got compromised at a Waffle House in North Carolina. I just want to remind everyone of that. Someone racked up $1,000 on my Visa.
It's a lot of waffles.
It's a lot of waffles,
Kelly.
But I will say that breakfast was fantastic. That was all right. But that's awesome. Man, I mean, I like my neighbors, but I don't like them that much. Good. I'm glad they met.
Yeah. Changed food history.
They did indeed. They did indeed. All right, friends. We're going to get into it. We're going to get cracking and get into some more food talk with our guests for today. It's time to order up.
And Carrie, who is our guest for the day?
I am going to tell you, and this is someone I know personally. He's a friend of mine. I'm so excited that he's able to be with us today. He is a popular YouTuber. He specializes in pop culture. He visits landmarks across America and talks about movies, music, television, and more. He has 172,000 subscribers, and we are super excited he could make time to be with us today on Order Up. Please welcome Scott on tape.
Woo!
Yes.
Can I just start? Matt, you've never been to a Waffle House?
Well, I've been to I've been to Golden Griddle in Canada, but not a Waffle House. Never. No.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like Waffle House.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to fix that.
Have you been south of Kentucky?
No.
Oh, well, then that would explain. Literally, if you go to if you're staying in a hotel, motel, you say, "Where's the Waffle House?" They'll say, "Oh, it's across the street from the Waffle House." There's one. It's Waffle House, Jiffy Lube, McDonald's, Waffle House, Jiffy Lube, McDonald's. They're everywhere. And you haven't lived until you've been to a Waffle House at 1 a.m.
I will have to do
God.
that. Yeah.
All bets are off.
Yeah.
It's
All
true.
bets are off. Whatever happens in a Waffle House does not stay in a Waffle House. It ends up in the parking lot. I'm
Oh,
Yeah. Or on Kelly's Pizza.
yes.
only pay cash at a Waffle House. What do you think? I stayed at a motel once or a hotel in Savannah, and the Waffle House, because there's 1,000 of them, was in the parking lot, and I didn't look at the TV or my laptop once. I stood on the balcony watching the Waffle House. And so it's like, police car, fight, police car, people running, and then you hear screams.
That's
And you go
amazing.
in, and
That could be a
I got
show.
takeout once.
That's a show right
I got
there.
takeout from a Waffle House once because it was this late at night, and whoa. I'm telling you, 3 a.m. in a Waffle House is just insanity.
That's
I love
bonkers.
it. I love it. And
Yes.
it's free food, but it's just ridiculousness that goes on there.
It's crazy. I felt like I was in like a scene edited out of Pulp Fiction when I was there. I was like, something is going to go
Well, it's
wrong.
very inexpensive, and they give you a lot of food, but then it's kind of
Yeah.
I've never heard not silverware, plates drop that hard the way and they're not happy.
Yeah.
Nobody's happy to be there. Nobody's happy to be there. Most people are ashamed that they're in a Waffle House. I was like,
No.
I enjoy myself.
I love them.
Yeah.
But you know what is better than the waffles at the Waffle House?
What?
Our biscuits.
Biscuits.
Oh.
They're known for their biscuits.
really?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you
Huh.
you can be disgusting and create a dinner item out of a waffle and put gravy and grits on it. They will do that, but they also will do
Wow.
biscuits.
Wow.
Biscuits with
And
gravy,
there's no Waffle
which
House
is a
in Los
thing.
Angeles where you are, Mary, right?
Well, there's Roscoe
I
chicken
know.
and waffles.
Oh, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Yes.
no, I mean the actual Waffle House. It never broke LA.
It never broke us, no, but I have family in the South and we ate there. I ate there begrudgingly, but I did it and I saw that they had biscuits. So I felt that there was a little bit of hope, but not a lot of hope.
Hey, it's under $10 to get in. If you get out alive, that's a plus. It's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I ask
Exactly.
a question to those who know about Waffle House?
Sure.
It's controversial, but I'm ready to put it out there.
Okay.
IHOP or Waffle House?
Waffle House.
IHOP.
I knew
Oh.
Mary would say IHOP because of LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a little, I feel a little bit better Because that was a New England thing. We went to IHOP after.
IHOP's a little more expensive, and there's a bunch in the Valley and in LA and stuff. But the last time I ate at an IHOP, it was out in way past Studio City, and the lineup was insanity. And
oh my
God,
God,
they gave me a pager to pay when
at IHOP.
Am I a Spago? What is happening? And I was by myself, and I was holding this thing. I'm like waiting around. I'm like, this is IHOP. I mean,
That's crazy.
So much food they give you. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Well, Scott, we're going to ask you 5 more questions. It is time for our scientifically processed. I'm just kidding. I just wrote them. Did it on my lunch. All right. We're going to get started with question number 1. What, Scott, is your favorite comfort food?
I really have a love-hate relationship with food because of the job that I do. So it's really like I eat to survive. You know what I mean? But I think probably I would say something like easy. Like I just had a grilled cheese Monday night at a restaurant. Like I didn't order that in a restaurant in a long time. It was really good. I'd say like a grilled cheese or just a box of Kraft dinner if I was gonna make it again. I haven't had that for a while, but something like that, just easy, simple, done, cheese, and that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think probably grilled cheese was my favorite food growing up, so I would say it's grilled cheese. Yeah.
I like that. A quick side question. Do you adhere to the serving suggestion on a Kraft dinner box, or do you eat the whole thing like a normal person?
I mean, that box is not for a family. That box is for one person. Yeah. I don't know what, I mean, I don't remember. I can't remember like if we had like when we had it growing up. If my mother or father made one box, and I'd be like, what? The whole thing on a plate. Yeah. And I never would order like macaroni and cheese from a restaurant because I'm always like, that's my fallback. If I'm starving at home, I'll get macaroni and cheese and make it the way I like. Because some people try to put like a crust on top and all that. No, just Kraft dinner, macaroni and cheese, powder cheese, throw it in, no butter. The butter makes the cheese because cheese. Butter.
I never had the butter either. I'm glad I'm not the only
a little bit of milk. That's it.
I go the other way. I just
that's what I do. The same thing Scott does.
Margarine and no milk.
Yeah.
No milk.
What? No. Yeah. You people are crazy. Oh my God.
This is a controversy.
If you want to be really white trash, you add a little you add a spoonful of cheese whiz. There you go.
That just sounds
gosh.
wonderful. Yeah, why not?
Oh.
But then you
listeners, Mary's eyes just lit up.
Then you got to go through the grocery store holding cheese whiz, and you feel judged by everybody. But what do you do? Mary, don't play these games, Mary.
Butter is a great unifier.
I don't put butter on anything.
You don't?
No.
Bread has no purpose without butter. None.
It's a butter delivery system. That's what the bread is.
All right, we're gonna move on. That'll be season 6 of Order Up. All right. Next question, Scott. What is a food habit that drives you nuts in a partner, or if you're single, what would be something to turn you off on a first date?
I would probably. I'm at the age now where I would probably tell somebody if I'm going out with them for the first time. These are the rules. This is what has to happen if we're going to eat together. Because I can't. I'm not above a storm out. I will storm out. When I was in your 20s, early 30s, late teens, you can storm out, then everybody follows you. What's wrong? It's all dramatic. You're crying. But now that I'm older, I think I can storm out, and people would be like, "Well, that makes sense." Okay, I'll tell people I will storm out if they order soup because I can't stand. I think I was talking about this on. I talked about it on one of my videos, and it was true. I can't stand the sound of. Doing that,
okay.
and then they can't look down. They got to look right at you, and they're staring like imagine this is, and they're just. And it's like why are you looking at me? And then they make that sound of cutlery hitting the plate. And then they got to get every last drop. And then comes lifting the bowl up and doing that. I'm out.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what? They can order spaghetti. You can be dripping down them. I don't care. Whatever. But just probably soup is something that'd be. And if I told them in advance and then they did it to be funny, I'd say not funny. I'm out. I'm out.
All right, friends. No soup for you if you're on a date with Scott.
No soup in a restaurant. They give you bread or they give you weird crackers, like only like in diners. You got to have Ritz crack. It's got to be 3/4 cracker, 1/4 soup. That's right, Mary. I see your face.
No, I agree.
Oh, wow.
We agree, Scott. We agree.
Well, that's the LA and yeah. It must be. It's got to be mostly cracker.
Yeah.
And you got to eat fat so it doesn't get all soggy.
That sounds like a good name for an album. Mostly cracker.
I remember I went on a luncheon date at somebody's house with this girl a long time ago, and she said, "I'm going to make you soup and grilled cheese." And I thought, "Oh boy, this is speak up." But she actually cut up pieces of cheddar and put it in the soup, and I had never seen that before. And it got kind of melty, and that was really good. Yeah, there was no second date.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask. All right. Question number 3. Scott on tape. What was the first thing you learned how to cook?
Well, I can tell you the first thing my sister and I tried to make was homemade peanut butter. And we took peanuts and butter, put them on a paper towel and smashed the peanuts and then pushed it all together, thinking that would make peanut butter. And it didn't. And I remember scraping it off the paper towel and trying to put it on bread, and it was just like half paper towel was coming on.
Oh my gosh.
But then in junior high, and Carrie knows my junior high, Don Valley, of course.
Yep.
Go Line. Was it Line? No, that was my high school. What was Don Valley? I don't remember their team. I wasn't accepted on the AM. But we were taught in home ec how to make toad in a hole. So that whole egg, then you butter it for you, Mary. Butter on the side, then you just fry it, I guess, and that was it. I think that's the only thing I still know how to make.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't.
I like that. Artisanal peanut butter.
Artisanal peanut butter.
It was not. I think we probably even tried to make ice cream once, and that didn't go well either. But definitely, I remember the peanut butter down in downtown Toronto house we were living. Great.
I love it. I love it. Did you have a favorite breakfast cereal as a child? That's question number 4.
I can't. I think I probably like Lucky Charms, but what I do now is, so I think like Lucky Charms are around, Fruit Loops, that sort, Apple Jacks. What I do now is every other day I have regular Cheerios. So the 0 gram sugar Cheerios, not Honey Nut Cheerios, which I love too. So I put a layer of Cheerios. Then I take a handful of either Fruit Loops or Apple Jacks or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, just a handful. Place it in the middle. Then on top, Cheerios again, all the milk, and that's every other morning. So I think I'm still eating children's breakfast, but only a cup. So besides that, it's not too much sugar, and it gives because otherwise you're eating Cheerios, which tastes like why don't I go outside and eat a treat? That's what it tastes like otherwise. So
you're having like a cereal parfait.
And in hotel rooms, I'm 8 months of the year I'm on the road. I just discovered, like in November when I was in Los Angeles, you know when you can buy those the cereal in the cups. They got like 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just realized I would always buy them and put them on the car seat and eat while I was driving. I just realized in November there's a fill line and you fill it up with milk.
Yes.
Oh, you just thought about
So now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, my world is open. I can have cereal in the morning. And so I take, it's really bad. I take the ice bucket. So I'll take out the Fruit Loops from one, add Cheerios, then take from the ice bucket and do it. I do it on the road too now. So I make the cereal parfait. And then I cover the ice bucket, and the next day there it is.
Awesome.
So
wow. Very.
No, I love this. I'm learning so much. Well, all we need to do next is get Matt to a Waffle House, and then you guys, your minds are going to get.
I think we should take the show on the road and do a field trip to a Waffle House. There's a bunch of places. I've never been to a White Castle, or to an In-N-Out.
No, don't worry.
In-N-Out, you're not missing anything.
Yeah. You don't ever need to step foot into a White Castle.
Oh, okay.
We've done it for you.
You're good.
Okay,
White
thank you. I
Castle is
appreciate
like
that.
they give you like 6 of them, or 6 or 12.
I know.
I've seen them, but I've never
they're
eaten them.
awful. The bread tastes just gross. There's one right across the border, Carrie, in Detroit. As soon as you go across.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't want it. No, never mind.
Well, continuing on with the breakfast theme of the last question, our big question for this episode, because it is the theme of season 3. Scott, are you on Team Waffle or Team Pancake?
Boy. Well.
I love when people stop and think about this like they're in court, like they're on trial.
It's very true. Like, counselor. I'm looking around for help, but because I have very okay. So I eat gluten-free waffles, which I discovered. So that is my alternate every day with the cereal. I eat gluten-free waffles. So I'm a waffle eater. Okay. But are they really waffles if they're gluten-free? Now, when I go to a restaurant, I get it now. A restaurant, Denny's or IHOP or something like that. Gotta really. It's like when people call like McDonald's. Oh, it's one of my favorite restaurants. I'm like, it's not a restaurant. Like I'm not a snob. Well, maybe, but that's not a restaurant. Anyway, but when you go to IHOP, the pancakes, like you order like the cinnamon. There's a cinnamon caramel one that they have with a creme brulee pancakes or something. They're incredible. But once you get past 4 bites, you look at it and it's just mounds of dough that you can never finish. It just goes to waste. So I'd have to say, but I haven't really ordered a waffle in a long time. And if I see somebody eating a waffle, like ice cream walking down the street, I'll have a fit. That just bothers me. So I probably. I don't like to watch people eat. I have a thing about watching people eating confectionery treats walking down the street. That's something you do at home in shame. It's like eating fast food on the street. No. Go home, eat that, then go outside, bury the bag in the backyard. Nobody should know. I don't want my neighbors to know I had Wendy's. I don't or something like that. But to get to the answer, I'm gonna say waffles because I eat them so much. They're the gluten-free ones, and they taste like trees. They're not that great. But I put peanut butter and jam on them, so it gives them a bit of a taste. Yeah. But really, even my dog, who's my best friend, he's with me every morning as we're eating, and he's like, the gluten-free ones? Nah, I'm good, bro. he won't even eat one.
Why not put it on rice cakes?
Rice cakes, rice cakes are kind of, I buy them every now and again when I'm on the road, because I think, okay, this would be a good snack to eat while I'm driving combos. And then once you get through one rice cake and you look at the bag, you're like, that's never happening again. They go into the back of the car and I never touch them again.
Because they're styrofoam. It's like eating styrofoam.
Yeah, the packaging from Amazon. Why don't you eat that? Same thing. Put butter on.
Yeah.
Scott, you and I are very similar because there's certain things I won't eat a hamburger or cheeseburger for lunch.
Right? No, neither will I.
What? Right? It's a dinner item.
It's a dinner item.
Thank you.
It's a dinner item, and you never know how it can go. Like afterwards, how you're gonna feel, especially if it's from somewhere, a restaurant you don't know or a fast food place you don't know. So it's better to be close to home. You know, toward the end of the I can't during the day. I'm very particular about what I eat because I don't want the rest of my day ruined. I'm not gonna have. Give me a pound of chicken wings. What are you doing? That's a dinner thing. And chicken wings is another thing that if somebody ordered chicken wings and they started gnawing on the bone in front of me, I'd be like, I would storm out. There'd be a storm out.
I want to make a show. And it's just called Scott Storms Out. And it's just various scenes of Scott incensed at things in restaurants, and he just like off he goes.
Gary, you know me. I'm very easygoing, very well. But when I walk, because I'm always out filming and traveling around. There's so many little things that just set me off now. I'm just like, all right, you know, it's like in a parking lot when I'm trying to find a parking spot. I'm car Scott. So any pedestrian, I'm like, Get out of the way. I'm in a car. You're going to get killed if you don't move. Move. As soon as I get out of the car, though, all of a sudden I'm pedestrian, Scott, and I'm pissed off at a car this time. I'm like, why are you driving? Why are you coming this way? You see me walking, now you stop. So none of it makes sense.
You're so complex.
I love it. And with that answer, I think Team Waffle is still winning.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, I am holding the fort of Team Pancake.
I don't want to give it up for those pancakes. So for the first 5 bites, there's nothing like it. I don't know. I'll say Waffle. Everybody went.
I'm having a menopause moment. Did I vote for pancakes or waffles?
I can't remember because my Post-it notes in Toronto, but I'm pretty sure Waffle is still winning.
I think so too. I think Waffle.
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm a Waffle.
We'll fact check for the next episode. But Scott, where can folks find you? Where can they follow you on the social media?
On Scott on Tape on YouTube. You put in as 1 word or 3, doesn't matter. It'll come up. And Scott on Tape, same thing on Instagram. Facebook group, Scott on Tape, but YouTube is the main thing. Twitter, I only use for updates on Maple Leafs if I'm not if I'm on the road. So I have Twitter for my channel, but I don't really post much on there. But yeah, Scott on Tape YouTube.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Well, friends, check him out. Don't bring him soup if you're on a date. And we'll sign off for now.
But let's not kill the idea of maybe somebody reaching out that they want a date because let's not block me like that. Yeah, nice.
Our podcast is going to have. We're going to shift focus in a little bit. Food and dating.
Indeed. We'll be setting Scott up on a date. There we go.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much, Scott. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks so much.
Today's kid of the week is 13-year-old Devin. Devin, are you Team Pancake or Team Waffle?
Team Waffle, because I don't know, in my opinion, waffles are better because sometimes they can be crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, which a lot of people like. And they're like the square holes in them, which are space for more toppings, and the syrup can go in there too. And then you can also put toppings on top, which just gives it like the extra flavor. And yeah.
I agree. I think we should go for waffles now. Awesome.
Order Up is hosted and produced by Matt Ardill,
Mary Kennedy,
Larry Hain,
Kelly Zemeckis.
And original music is by Rebecca McDonald.